The commissioners agreed on one thing about mandatory vaccination. It was a hard decision to make. They were split over the question of what should prevail, individual rights versus the public good.
There's two sayings I always think about when we talk about freedom, and freedom's a wonderful word, but as we all know, freedom's also not free, right? And it's not unlimited. And you can't yell, a judge, a justice once ruled, you can't yell fire. Just because you have the freedom of speech, you can't yell fire in a movie theater or something like that. And the freedom for me to swing my fist stops at your nose.
But, I've expressed my concern, Mr. Chair, in the working session that making the vaccine, a condition of employment, it's completely unacceptable. Even the Physicians Advisory Board doesn't believe, the governor's own Physician Advisory Board in the head has already come out and said that they don't agree with it either.
We need to keep our employees safe. And this to me would do that. Would it infringe on somebody's right? Maybe. I'll be upfront about that, and it might infringe on somebody's right. But it's to me, it's the greater good, and that's what I have to wrestle with.
I know it's a tough decision on our part, but at the end of the day, there's about 150 employees, is my math right, that are not vaccinated. Either we help ourselves or ignore the fact that someone is going to get COVID in our workplace. It's a guarantee.
In the end, Commissioner Simon SANCHEZ offered an amendment passed by the commission to leave it up to management to come up with a vaccination and testing policy to include whether it will be mandatory. GWA General Manager Miguel BORDALLO, in preliminary meetings with GPA's John Beneventi, indicates they're leaning that way.
If you don't want to get vaccinated, then you can test, right? And that allows you to, if you don't have the exemption that you want to continue to be unvaccinated, then you can test, right?
And if I didn't want to do that, what would happen?
And then if you didn't want to do that, then you're just refusing to comply with the policy, and then you would be subject to disciplinary action.
Exemptions will be considered for medical reasons and strongly held religious beliefs.